Hey, Ben Compton here, Spirited Drives Unreliable Cars, and it is starting to thaw out up here in northern Idaho. That means it was time to pull the cars out of storage, check the oil, make sure the batteries were hot, and go check out some of the cars and coffee events that were starting to kick off as people could get their toys out of their garage as well. We started out at Killer Burger. They do something all year long, even through the winter. Third Saturday of every month, and even though it's a cars and coffee event, it actually kicks off in the afternoon. This was the first time that I went, and when I spoke with the folks there and asked them what kind of attendance were they getting through the extremely cold, snowy months of winter, November, December, I was surprised. They actually had 18, 19 cars sometimes showing up, and again, that frigid weather. Hats off to those hardy souls that'll pull their cars out even in that kind of weather. Embarrassingly enough, it wasn't me. I never checked it out. My stuff was all buttoned up. I should have at least driven by and checked it out. On a side note, first time I've eaten at Killer Burger, and wow, that was fantastic. Might just be the best burger I've had up here so far, but we're still checking places out. Take a look at some of the cars that showed up. Our next stop, a couple weeks later on April the 8th, was the Coeur d'Alene Cars and Coffee. Our first time going was last year. I'm not sure if last year was the first year they did it, but I started going to these last year, and I was impressed with how big this event sometimes went on. Now, they only do it during the summer. They did keep it going into the fall last year as they kept getting that sunshine, and it's awesome to see that they were willing to squeeze every last little bit they could out of that car season. Nobody likes having to say goodbye to that come fall, but this is spring and they just kicked it off actually about a week prior. We weren't able to make the very first inaugural event for 2023, but we did make the second one. There was a good showing of cars. The weather was great. Take a look at some of the cars that showed up. A little bit of a Debbie Downer. There was a large number of people that showed up to this one that for whatever reason felt the need to drag race as they left the event. A lot of snapping and popping of customized exhaust and doing burnouts and stuff. And folks, that's the fast way to kill any car event. So they're going to try to get a rein on it, and hopefully we have enough other folks that show up and apply a little bit of that car peer pressure, and we can keep this marvelous event going, because hats off to not only the Nazarene Church of Coeur d'Alene that allows us to use their parking lot, but the folks that put this event together. So take a look, and here we go. Car season is just now kicking off. Stay tuned to Spirited Drives and Unreliable Cars. We've got more and more events that are going to be coming up, especially as we get into May and June. So hopefully we can show you some of those fun things. A lot of runs. You know, car shows are great, but I love doing those runs. That's kind of my thing. So give us a like, give us a subscribe, give us a share, and we look forward to seeing you throughout the summer as we start doing more and more cool stuff.